Video games recently have been really not doing that well. I'm not saying games that came out last year were terrible, it's just the quality of the game is not really top notch. Especially with microtransactions, the experience of the games were ruined. But there were a lot of great games that came out last year. Today I'll be talking about why we need more games like CD Projekt's Red most successful game, The Witcher 3. The Witcher 3 really is an example of how games should be, and it really set the benchmark for open world games. So what I say is for games to go RPG open world. Because the way Witcher 3 did it, it was perfect, with loads of side quests and activities to do for you to progress your character, and it also offered a beautiful open world. Another example are games like Horizon Zero Dawn and Assassin's Creed Origins. They really took the formula of The Witcher 3 and applied it. Especially Origins, because it was the first time for Assassin's Creed to go full on RPG. And both of these games were huge successes because they learned from CD Projekt Red and just delivered the promise of great open world games. And if more games do this, then we'll definitely see a great future for gaming. What we want are more games like The Witcher 3, but what we also don't want are games being very similar to The Witcher. We don't want a Witcher 3 rip-off kind of situation going on. The game should clearly be unique, but also have a little bit of a Witcher 3 touch to it. I'm not saying like the game should have an entirely Witcher feel to it. It should be just fine if they just apply the Witcher 3 formula just a little bit, and we'll definitely don't need a complete Witcher remake, and video games should be unique and have their own experience. But if they just try and do what Witcher 3 did, then we'll definitely be looking at a lovely future full of great games. Now, what Witcher 3 did really well also was that it balanced the size of the open world and the amount of activities you can do in it. That's why in Witcher 3, I never ran out of activities to do. What devs need to keep in mind is that the size of the open world doesn't matter. What matters is the stuff you could do in the open world. We don't need a huge empty open world with really few activities to do in them. One of the examples of games like this being Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Wildlands. That game really had a huge open world but very few things to do. That's why the game was a huge flop. Some Ubisoft games are like this, with huge empty open worlds. But Ubisoft really learned from CD Projekt Red and managed to deliver a beautiful open world with loads of side quests to do in Assassin's Creed Origins. Many devs should focus on amount of side quests first and then should worry about the overall open world. Now The Witcher 3 had hours and hours of content to it that I really never ran out of things to do. There's so much to do and explore, especially with the Blood and Wine expansion. The game is far bigger. That's what we really need for games. We need hours of content like puzzles, side quests. This will really never make the player bored of the game because there will be so much to do. So that's another thing what game devs should keep in mind if they want to make a successful game. But they should focus on the quality of the content than quantity. Because if you're doing the same type of repetitive mission again and again, it'll get pretty boring soon. The Witcher 3 had fantastic side quests and activities as well as main quests. And it is because the devs really focus on the overall quality of the content. If devs manage to do that, we will have loads of interesting and fun side quests to do. So in conclusion, I think that we need more games like The Witcher 3. Game devs should really learn from CD Projekt Red, and that will really help them building better quality games. Who knows, maybe even they can come up with a formula that works great and gets carried on to more games in the future. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was kind of a short one and I didn't want you to make it that big. There was really not a lot of stuff to talk about really to make it really that big, but hope you guys enjoyed. I'm finally back to YouTube. Like, it's been a while since I've actually uploaded. Last time I uploaded was like about top 10 Assassin's Creed games or something like Assassin's Creed Fridays. But any which ways, I'm back. I'll try to be more consistent and more try to upload more because it's just I'm too busy with school right now, guys, and there's so much shit happening right now that I really cannot get myself to focus on YouTube. but I'll try my best to keep getting back into YouTube again and again, and I'm at least hoping to upload at least one video per week. I don't know, depends also because I have a lot of tests coming up as well, so who knows. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like and subscribe if you did, and yeah, just keep showing that love. We hopefully my end of the year goal is about 500 subscribers, so if we can hit that, that'll be awesome. But hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like and subscribe if you did. I'll see you in the next video. So yeah, bye.